This is ordinarily where I say, "Hey there, neighbor," and give an opening spiel about the game I'm about to review. But this one was different. This was a game about loss. A game about revenge. This was a game about putting a bullet in someone's head while you dive sideways in slow motion. This is Max Payne for the PC. The intro had finished. It was now up to me to shed a little light on the game, and forecast my reaction to it, like I'd done 21 times before. But this wasn't the same old dog and pony show. This was Max Payne. So things were going to go a little differently this time. I would, however, still warn them about the spoilers. Max Payne is a third-person shooter that was developed by Remedy Entertainment and came out in 2001 for PCs. It would later be ported to the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and even the Game Boy Advance. It was a huge hit in terms of sales and critical acclaim, garnering a metric ton of awards, including several Game of the Year awards. Did the game deserve all this praise? Let's slow motion dive in. The game starts in medias res, which is a pretentious term for in the middle of shit. The camera zooms up the side of this really tall building and Max starts narrating. And we see that our main hero has a face like he's trying to squeeze out a particularly difficult turd. Also, you can tell right away that this is going to be one of those happy games.
Michelle! Michelle! No, please God, no.
So yeah, the game can be a bit of a downer, but don't fret. Almost immediately you'll be John Wooing it up like crazy. The story unfolds like so. Max is a cop who comes home one day to find his wife and baby girl murdered by junkies high on a new drug, Valkyr. Max joins the DEA, and after 3 years being undercover in the Mafia, he's set up for the murder of his best friend and boss, Alex, and his cover is blown. Hunted by both the Mafia and the police, Max decides his only recourse is to shoot lots and lots of bad guys. And really, who could blame him?
There he is! Got him down!
Max Payne gives you the ability to slow down time at your whim, either giving you that crucial extra time to line up your shot, or to dodge the shots of your enemies. And the tight controls allow you to take full advantage of this, diving this way and that while planting bullets in mobster eyeballs. Make no mistake though, even with this ability, this game is hard. Have your finger ready to hit the quick save key because the bad guys are going to be very capable of lighting you up, or catching you by surprise. Fortunately, Max lives in a mystical world where ibuprofen heals bullet wounds, though it does so slowly. so you can pick up and use painkillers to keep Max's health up. Just make sure you do it while in cover, or once all the baddies are dead. The writing is absolutely brilliant. Given that the game has to give you reasons to mow down hundreds upon hundreds of people, it can be excused for the occasional contrived reason for Max to have another gunfight. But the writing makes up for that by being remarkably self-aware. The game breaks the fourth wall more than once. And the choice to deliver cutscenes in graphic novel form was an inspired one. It stands out, even today, as an effective and unique method of conveying mood and information to the player. The characters are unique and memorable, from the junky lunatic Jack Lupino.
She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter.
To the cowardly weasel Vinnie Gognitti.
What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something.
I originally wanted to say that Vinnie Gognitti should have been played by Joey Pants, but the more I think about it, the more I think Vinnie's perfect the way he is. With one lone exception. This one bizarrely acted line of dialogue.
Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah!
Really? Really? You couldn't even act like you'd actually been shot? Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah!
Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah!
And I love James McCaffrey's performance as Max Payne. He's an incredibly gifted actor, and his narration throughout the game ties it all together nicely, though he gets in danger of being a little too monotone from time to time. But again, there is one moment that just makes me shake my head, though I blame this more on the writing than James' performance.
No!
The plot is also excellent, taking Max on a roller coaster ride of twists and turns throughout, and wraps everything up neatly in the end. And there's a heavy motif of Norse mythology throughout the game. Most of the major figures in the game are taken from or named after figures of Norse myth. The exceptional games are the ones that can educate while they entertain, and Max Payne is no exception. The music is perfect for the mood and style of the game, though admittedly the tune heard during the graphic novel cutscenes is the only song you hear during the cutscenes, and it gets a little tired after a while. Still, there isn't a single song on the soundtrack that Kertsi Hitaka, the game's composer, shouldn't be proud of. They're all excellent compositions. The only real negative thing I have to say about the game concerns the dream sequences between the three sections of the game. While the dream sequences themselves are awesomely surreal, what in the name of all the gods convinced the developers to have platforming sections in this game? Platforming and shooting have only ever worked together in two-dimensional Contra games. And it certainly doesn't work here. These sections are a chore that don't contribute anything to the story. Max Payne is an exemplary game that definitely earns its high review scores and awards. The graphics are a little dated now, but the game has aged surprisingly well. But what I remember most about this game is just how much fun it is. I would love to be in an action movie, and this game is about as close as I'll ever get. Pulling off smooth moves in bullet time is always awesome, and it's almost as entertaining when you fail. The game was obviously influenced by Hong Kong action movies with their balletic gunplay, and when gunplay is handled with this kind of reverence, it's kind of hard not to enjoy it. I love this game, and I would recommend it to anyone who enjoys frenetic gunplay, John Woo movies, or deep narrative, because this game effortlessly combines all three. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane. For now, I've got some more memories to make. But the game has aged surprisingly well. But what I remember... perfect up until then. But what I remember most is that bitch's titties. I forgot everything. It's all gone. Fuck this memory.